Hi everyone, Josie here, Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here in my channel. Today I am going to do a makeover of this item, this drum table that I got at the Facebook Marketplace. So I consider this like a garage sale find or a thrift store find, because if you're familiar with how the Facebook Marketplace works, they are selling items. They're mostly homeowners selling their items that they no longer need or they no longer want. So it's a treasure project that I have actually been starting to do here in my channel. I paid $40 for this drum table, and there is a drawer pull here, but there isn't any working drawer. It's like a faux drawer front there, and I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start painting this. First of all, I'd like to show you that I am also using some Dollar Tree materials, and in the end I am going to be adding an accent on the top of it that came from Dollar Tree. That's why I've also included on the title of this video that it is also a Dollar Tree DIY. I am going to be cleaning up the top first, and this has a kind of, I don't know if it's leather. I don't think so. It's textured for sure. And I'm not going to remove that. I'm not going to save even this paint here, no, because it's really dirty. I'm going to paint everything, okay? So this is going to be just a simple painting. I'm going to be using this paint here. And this is Renaissance Furniture and Cabinet paint, okay? This is in ivory color. That's the shade Ivory Tower, 32 ounces. I got it at Amazon. This is not sponsored, by the way. I bought this using my own money. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the furniture using my disinfectant wipes, and the brand I use is Clorox. Any brand will do. Actually, you don't even need to use a disinfectant because you're just gonna be painting it anyway. But I decided just to use this just in case there are some dirt and grime. You can actually use a damp cloth, whether it's paper towel cloth or anything that can remove dirt. So I wiped it all over, even underneath the legs as well as the stand, so that when I'm painting there will not be any dust or dirt that will be trapped. I covered with painter's tape the hardware or the drawer pull handle, and just to protect it, but in the end I will be also painting it. So just if you want to cover it, if you have something similar, you can either remove the drawer pull or cover them with blue painter's tape. Now I'm using this paintbrush that I got at Dollar Tree, trying to see how it works. So far so good. There are a lot of streaks, but then as to be expected, this is just the first coat. But in the interest of time and for better coverage, I decided to switch to my go-to brush, which is a chalk paint brush that I got at Amazon. So that's what I'm showing right now, but you can definitely use a Dollar Tree paintbrush. It's by Tool Bench. They do sell them in a set, one big or wide brush, and then the other one is a narrower one for you could use for cutting corners or painting the corners. And there's just $1, which is a great deal. Now anyway, as I continue to paint over here, I also painted the side after I painted the top. So keep in mind, I'm just doing the first coat right now, and towards the end of this I painted them 2 or 3 coats just to make it a good finish. Now I'm also painting the legs. As you can see, I didn't have to use any sandpaper to sand or smooth any surface. I didn't need to do that. All I did was clean up, remove the dust and dirt that may be there that I didn't want to trap under my paint. So that's the beauty about chalk paint. You don't really need to remove the old finish. You don't really need to prep the surface a lot. Just basic cleanup and you're fine. So I'm just going through all the grooves. Again, this is just the first coat right now. So after applying my first coat of paint, I let it dry for about half an hour to an hour, and then I went over it again, starting from the top of the table, one direction. Okay, so if you're painting, you're just going to use one direction when you're painting so that there's going to be a better finish overall. So as you could see, I'm also painting the sides in one direction as well as the bottom part. So this is my second coat of paint. This is how it looks like after the second coat. It looks okay, but I still see some kind of uneven paint color there, some streaks. So I've decided I'm going to be applying a third coat of paint. And I removed the painter's tape from the hardware, as you could see, and I started painting it, and I like it because I didn't really like the brass look. I would rather have it light as well and then probably give it a little bit more of a distressed finish. After painting, I decided to take a break, take my lunch, and this is what I came back to. Look, it's a crackle finish on the top. That was not intentional. Kind of liking the roughness of this crackle look. So the longer that the paint dries, or seep through what you call the faux, what I call the faux leather top, the more crackle I get. The bigger cracks. So I love it. So I'm just going to keep it like that. I don't want to paint anymore because I don't want to lose that nice finish. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the legs and also the side with the third coat, just evening it out and adding a lather coat of paint. I've decided to kind of use a wet towel technique here on the handle, but then decided to paint over it. Now that the top is dry, I'm going to use this Dollar Tree wall decal, and I love the Bible quote that it says, and I'm going to put it at the center of the table. Since I do not have a Cricut or Silhouette machine, I am settling with this, but I like the appearance and it only cost me $1. I'm just using what I have, and this is more economical. So this one is a quote that I really like a lot. I think it is a perfect size. I can put it at the center. I like the size, like I said, because it leaves the other parts of the table exposed so that when I decorate it, if I put items on it, I could still read this quote. And this says, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. 1 Corinthians 13:7. Love it. And here's another Dollar Tree item that I'm going to use. I'm going to use that one in the middle. It's a kind of like espresso brown color. I'm going to do some kind of a distress finish on the edge of the table and kind of put some lines there just to add a little bit of depth, and I'm going to do the same thing on the legs later on. And so that the paint is not too thick, the brown paint, I am also kind of wiping it off with a damp cloth just to mute it down a little bit so that it looks a little bit more distressed. And I'm going to go do the same thing with the legs. I'm using the same marker as well to draw over those lines or the borders. Sorry about the shakiness of this video because my daughter was the one filming. I've also decided to put more of that brown paint on the base part, you know, where there are some more lines that I want to add depth. And then I also use the wet towel method to kind of make it a little bit more of a kind of distressed look, that it's not too stark or dark. And here's the final project. Loving it. I added the brown, you know, the touch-up paint that I used, the pen touch-up paint, and I also added that at the edge of that drawer pull or the hardware to give it additional depth, and I like it. I do hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'm glad that you joined me here today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click that notification bell icon so that you will not miss any of my new uploads. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for supporting me here on my channel. All of you are welcome to leave me some comments down below. What do you think about this makeover? I love how it turned out, and it didn't cost me a lot of money. Only a little bit of paint and a sticker from Dollar Tree and a little bit of elbow grease as well. And I love that crackle finish. I don't know about you, but let me know in the comment section down below what you think about it. And I'll have more trash to treasure kind of projects coming up, so stay tuned. I hope to talk to you again on my next video, everyone. Take care and God bless. Bye bye.